Yo, Tank, what up?
What's
all right,
happening?
man? Just be quiet. Listen to me for a second. I got a list, all right? Players that need to be traded in lieu of Mohamed Sanu going to the New England Patriots, Jalen Ramsey forcing his way out of town last week and going to Hollywood. I got a list. Tell me what you think, all right? And check it twice. Number 3, Trent Williams needs to be traded. Franchise left tackle. There's a lot of teams that could use him. Number 2, Chris Harris Jr., one of the best nickelbacks in football, Denver Broncos. Man, rebuild time is here in Denver, and Chris Harris Jr. is a nice little pawn for them to do that. And he would help somebody out. And number 1 is A.J. Green with the Cincinnati Bengals. I mean, it's over in Cincy. What are they doing? He's the number 1 chip they got. Cash it in and start the new era in Cincinnati. Go ahead, dissect me.
Yeah, I'm going to dissect you because I think first and foremost, the first player that needs to get traded off his current team is Mitchell Trubisky. Now, I know you're gonna go crazy on me, but like, listen to this now. Now, Ryan Pace and those guys already made a huge mistake passing up on Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson for Mitch Trubisky. Now, I know if they trade him, they're pretty much sealing their face and getting their asses up out of Chicago too, but Mitch may just need a change of scenery because right now it's not going to go down in Chicago. Like, they had to get rid of Cody Parkey last year, and I think it's time for Mitch to go too if that Bears team wants to have any chance to get to the playoffs again.
Okay, I hear you there, all right? He's not been good. I was a defender even last year of Mitchell Trubisky. I can't defend him this year. But I'll also say this. 1, I don't think there's going to be much of a trade market for him. 2, I do think you're correct that he needs to get out of there because I do think the city and everything that's on him and all around him is going to affect his psyche. And 3, even though I know he's the quarterback, man, that offense sucks.
Yeah.
Sorry for the bad word, but they can't pass protect. They can't run. I watched the game plan design as far as the routes downfield. They're ordinary as can be. So I know we want to blame the quarterback, but there's a lot of issues there too. You got any other ones you want to throw at me?
Now, I agree with Trent Williams because there are a lot of teams that have issues with the offensive line. The Cleveland poop emojis. Them along with everyone else, if you can use an offensive tackle, there's not too many good ones that come along. And Trent Williams has basically said that he's not going to play for that team in Washington no matter what they say, no matter what they do. So someone needs to put together a compelling offer. And at the same time, the team from Washington just needs to get someone that's competent in the front office and say, we just need to get as much value as we can from this guy and then move on without taking the loss. Now, I think in the cornerback situation, like Chris Harris, I definitely like that play. Also, Patrick Peterson, too. I mean, that Arizona team, they're winning some games, but let's be real. Like, the San Francisco 49ers, Seattle Seahawks, and Los Angeles Rams are going to dominate that conference for probably a few years to come. So right now, you need to get as much kind of like draft value that you can. And I think one major way to do that is go to some of these cornerback hungry teams, whether it's like the Philadelphia Eagles or someone like that, and have them throw you a first round pick or 2 for a guy like Pat Peterson. Then you're on your way to continue to rebuild those rosters.
No doubt. I hear that. There is some teams with I didn't think of Patrick Peterson. That's a good pull by you, definitely. And there's teams that could use him. I think there's teams that could use Chris Harris Jr. And, man, I just want A.J. Green. I put him number 1 because I was scared that he would end up in New England at some point. That's what I thought was going to happen. But now that they got Mohamed Sanu, I'm not so sure that'll happen. But I want to say, can we get Aaron Rodgers a receiver? Can he go up there?
Right,
I mean,
absolutely.
they could use him.
Can
in the
you
Super
imagine
Bowl
A.J.
window.
Green with Devontae Adams? My God. But how about this, though?
Yeah.
How about Andy Dalton to the Bears? I've seen
well-
that on the interwebs.
Well, the web, you can't believe everything you read there, but I don't know if you want to swap out Trubisky for Andy Dalton. I don't know if that's going to smooth over the Bears fans very much.